I'm modding both off. They can't join.
So Anubis is a top 3 map in the pool according to HLTV, which just means that there's a lot of tricks and things that you can learn to better your competition as everyone's playing this map. Everybody's been in that situation where you're stuck behind this pillar on site, and you know that if you peek, there's going to be 2 people waiting to see you. The problem with this is that when you're sitting behind the pillar, they can obviously just molly this plat, and if you put it out, you're going to be smoking the entire bit, and there's no way to really get away safely without just hoping that you can win a gunfight. If that molly comes in, you can actually throw smokes in where the waterfall comes, in the back, or this side as well. It'll put out that molly, and you still have a little bit of a space to peek and see things, but also, if that molly comes in, you can also throw it into the other one, which gives you enough space to like peek on this side a little bit, but also stay on the top part and still see to the right so you can wait on this off angle. When you take the site and plant the bomb on A, if you're worrying about camera already and only really have to look at heaven, people play this angle too much and in this corner, and the problem with those is that a CT can always just either see you before by seeing a shoulder, or they can just walk up on you slowly. Instead of playing those angles, you can play on this extended floor of heaven. You can go all the way back and play this angle towards heaven here. If I'm a CT and I'm walking up, I'm not looking there, I'm looking towards sight and any sort of potential planter, and this is a really good way to catch a really clean kill in heaven. Inside of Ebox, if you look up, there's these 2 holes in the ceiling that you can throw nades through. There are lineups from spawns such as this one where you crouch and you look at this dot, stand up and jump throw, and that goes through the ceiling really quickly, and it lands towards here and smokes off the inside of connector, so it's easier to walk up on the smoke. There's also a variation of the smoke where you go in this corner and look below this dot on the line of the brick and jump throw from there. This one lands closer to the Ebox door towards B site, and this can be used for like running towards B really quickly because it blocks off the entire doorway. It's incredibly common for CTs to try and save in this corner of T-spawn, but people don't know that you can actually get on this rug even though it's higher than your jumping point. You'd assume that you have to run and jump crouch or go off this rug here, but your foot clips through it and you don't actually have enough height to get on top of this rug. This is the box you have to use, and if you get on the far left and follow this line out towards this way and just strafe around the corner, you can crouch at the end, and this is a really good save spot to use if you want to like get a little bit of an off angle. Chances are you've seen this smoke before, and a CT will throw it against you to really get aggressive before you can really jump out of the smoke, or they're forcing you to take a bad gunfight. And 3 people, or as many as they want to go there, can push up and really get aggressive on you. Instead of going for a fight or throwing utility through stairs and re-clearing, you can go through rugs and throw flashes against this tower right here. The flash will pop towards the wall, and all of these players will be blind if they're in any position looking towards the stairs. If you have the info that there's a player hiding in this little cubby looking towards stairs, you can molly this player out by actually getting in this corner, looking at this kind of stain on the wall or line on the wall, and then look above it in line with the horizontal of that line. And if you throw it, it lands right on this like brick, and it's a different texture, so it pops in the air and burns the corner entirely. When you're dealing with this mid smoke, there's always going to be a possibility that a T-side player is just sitting boosted over top, and it's really difficult to really nade or get damage off that player without getting right in line for them to kill you. When that smoke is down, you don't even have to peek it, but you can still nade that player by looking in the bottom part of this window and doing a little bit of a run throw and jumping when your body hits the stairs here. You can even go a little bit before, and it hits this player on the top for about 36 damage and the bottom player for 20. So it's an easy little chunk nade if you know the player's there. If you really want to peek towards mid, you can also use this for flashes, where you can do the same one and just peek out and never be blind. Throwing a left side B smoke is important, but players often forget about this right side that has dark and all these really powerful positions. What's super interesting is that Monacy throws a right side sight smoke where he lines up with this line here, and then looks towards the eye of this person on the wall. After that, he just does a simple jump throw. The smoke flies and lands in this corner right here, and you might think it's too far to block off this angle over here, but in fact it is. And the added benefit of this smoke is that no CT can boost over top of it.